5:01 left. Onside kick possibility? Yes. No. It's just a squib kick trying to break up the rhythm. But it does. The Browns will just fall on it at their own 26-yard line.
Yeah, I remember that.
It went on forever on Christmas Day, right?
I wish he'd have snapped it like that when Miami beat Kansas City many years ago.
From the 27-yard line, Mike Pruitt gets the call.
Did you notice?
The 30-yard line has 7, 2nd and 3. Studwell with a tackle. I imagine they'll stay on the ground. They just they want that clock to move.
What a big play that was, that extra point. 8-point difference with 4:30 remaining in this football game. That's right. Plus, he's an excellent blocker.
Mike Pruitt, 35-yard line. Studwell again was there. It'll be 3rd down and a couple. But the clock is moving. 3:56 and counting. And time is running out on the Minnesota Vikings in this ball game. And any combination of a Minnesota win in the last 2 days or a Detroit loss would put the Vikings in the playoffs as the champion of the NFC Central. A Cleveland win here today means that they are in the playoffs. They have the first down. Pruitt picks it up. That is Mike Pruitt. And the clock continues on its inexorable march. And the old riverboat gambler himself, Sam Ritigliano. Stipe is using all of the 30-second clock. Sam does not want to delay a game 4 seconds on the 30-second clock. 41-yard line, gain of a couple, 2nd and 8. Mike Pruitt. He carries. Scott Studwell makes the tackle. We have 2 minutes and 18 seconds left to go. The Browns lead it 23-15. If they win, they're in the playoffs. We'll be back. Mike Pruitt needs 28 yards to reach the 1,000-yard mark this year. Steve Dance, our NBC statistician, Ron Cadwell, and Jim Plumadahl, our 2 spotters today. Thank you, gentlemen. Outstanding job here in Viking territory.
Looky here.
Throw on 2nd and 8. It's intercepted. Oh, my. Bobby Bryant has the interception, and that is his 50th interception in his 12-year career. Rucker, the intended receiver. He threw it right to him.
That was supposed to be a screen pass. The Cleo Miller out in the left side. He was covered. The outlet man is Reggie Rucker, and that's who Bryant's side went to. But he did locate that receiver. And I am really surprised that he even bothered to put the football in the air. Cleo Miller, number 30 to the right of your screen. That's who he wanted to go to, but he was well covered by a linebacker, and he hit Bobby Bryant right in the stomach with the football.
Am I right? That is the Browns' first turnover of the ball game. Yes. Cleveland 47-yard line, first down. 2:12 left to go. The Vikings down by 8. Pass is complete to Bob Tucker, and he holds on as Judson Flint takes him right over his shoulder. And a little applause for the New Orleans Saints. Congratulations. Pass is complete. Rashād. 19-yard line for Ahmad Rashād. 18 yards on the play. Boy, the Vikings are hot. 77% for Tommy Kramer. Not too shabby. 357 yards. And the first down at the 19. Looping it into the corner, incomplete. That's a pass that only Sammy White could catch if he was a little bit taller. But it cannot be intercepted. Stops the clock, 1:48 remaining.
Kramer just got rid of this football. He was looking to go to the right side. He's number 85. You see in your screen, that's Sammy White. He is not open. He's well covered by Clinton Burrell, number 49. So he just unloads the football, throwing it out of bounds, stopping the clock, making sure Cleveland does not come up with it.
Second and 10 at the 19. There's the time. 1:48 left to go.
They can go to the end zone, Charlie, because they need 2 scores. So 3 points here is as good as a touchdown.
It is dropped off to Ted Brown. Brown struggles for the sideline, taking a couple of Brown players with him, including Clay Matthews, who weighs in at 230 pounds. and he stops the clock.
Here it is, Kramer going back to throw, and he's going to hit Ted Brown. 23 is back. And he really does an excellent job. He goes to the inside, and then he says, wait a minute, I'm supposed to get out of bounds. And there he is, carrying Clay Matthews out of bounds.
He does, doesn't he? They're in different divisions. For Kramer, that was his 35th completion of the game. That ties his personal high. Third down 3. Throws, it's their touchdown. For Ahmad Rashād, that is his first touchdown in 10 ball games. His 4th of the year.
That is amazing. That's all that he had. But credit that offensive line with great pass protection for the quarterback, Kramer. Now, generally, you try to get this off in 1.4 seconds. The time that center snaps the ball until you kick it, 1.4 seconds. Another bad snap.
But it's good. And also remember that Bobby Bryant set it up, started the drive with his interception. A 47-yard drive in 5 plays. Guess how much time it took? 37 seconds. This is Charlie Jones, Lynn Dawson. We have 1 minute and 35 seconds left to go in the game. The Vikings have pulled within 1. Here's the touchdown scored just seconds ago.
And Tommy Kramer, the quarterback, has all kinds of time back there. Look at him pumping. Finally gets it to Ahmad Rashād, number 28, who's having a super day today. His first touchdown, you say, in 10 ball games.
And that is his 9th reception of the day. The reason that we had the 1-point difference is that there was a missed extra point. All right, Dino Hall is the D-back, which you can forget about him. Dan Meyer, onside kick, has to go 10 yards before the Vikings can recover. It was first touch after it went 9 yards, so automatically the ball goes to the Cleveland Browns. Dan Meyer simply did not kick it hard enough.
I do not look for Sipe to put the football in the air right now. 1:35 remaining in this football.
The ball at the Minnesota 44-yard line. Cleveland has a first down. 1:35 left to go with Mike Wood and Cleo Miller, the running back.
They're blitzing. They're coming up after him with the linebacker.
Cleo Miller to the 41. He has 3. It'll be second down 7. The Vikings stop the clock right here.
The clock is going to be stopped. Let Minnesota call a timeout.
And they being the Minnesota Vikings, can stop the clock one more time. They have 1 timeout remaining. Also remember this. If the Browns hold on to this 1-point victory, they are in the playoffs. But the championship has not been decided. That will be decided next week. If they defeat Cincinnati, they are the champions. If they lose next week and Houston wins their last 2, including today, last we heard Houston was leading in the ballgame. Then Houston is in, and the Browns would be the wild card. Mike Troy, flag is down. That stops the clock. 36-yard line. Kurt Knopf with the tackle, but the clock is up. Here's the Houston final.
All right, Houston wins it 22-3, which means it is going to go down to the last week as far as determining the championship of the AFC Central Division.
Illegal motion against the Browns.
They threw the left.
On the offense, the right tackle.
The right tackle is Cody Risen.
And also bear in mind, the play went way to the left. He really wasn't involved in the play, but here again, it could be that maybe because of the noise, he didn't hear the count. But if you're away from the play, if anything, be late instead of early.
Second and 12. 1:23 left to go. Vikings still with 1 timeout remaining. Mike Pruitt, 43-yard line. He has 3. It'll be third down and 9. The Vikings will take the timeout here as Tommy Hannon makes the tackle. Vikings, they're out of timeout. Let me bring up just one other factor. When they get it, after this play, if they have to punt, and they're letting the clock go. And say there's no game, you know, say it's 4th and 9 or 10. The Vikings can go offside. 5-yard penalty, but it stops the clock. And that does not carry an automatic first down. Calvin Hill is in, and he is a receiver. 3rd and 9. They run with it. It is not there. 36-yard line. It is not a first down. Studwell makes the tackle, but it is a 4th down and less than 5, so that takes away that possibility. 1 minute and counting. Time remaining.
A lot less than 5 yards to go.
Oh, yeah.
Charlie, it looks like a yard to go or
Just
so.
a yard, maybe two.
Now, what about your riverboat gambler? He may be going for it right here.
I think
and
he
running
is.
with the football. Look at him. He's locating the official.
4th down and a couple.
He's going to let 1 second go and say call timeout. 2.
That's interesting.
Give it to me. All right.
With 1 second
Now,
to go,
see,
so Cleveland takes the timeout.
Now they got an opportunity to go to the sidelines and make a decision.
Now, 23 seconds left to go. The clock will be stopped on the change of possession if Cleveland does kick.
Well, they've got 2 yards to go.
Why not gamble on the
snap to the fullback?
Snap to the fullback, and you go, and if you got the first down, the game is over.
Well, because they're not going to be returning the ball. They're going after it. They're going after it by rushing the kicker. They got 11 men up there trying to block it. That's their only hope right now.
And in addition, Dick Ambrose is the blocking back. High snap. Just a lazy floater that goes into the end zone.
All right. You'll watch the Cleveland Browns secondary. They will be 30 yards deep, I'm sure, saying, all right, let them catch the football. We're not going to create any penalties, and we'll tackle them with 14 seconds and no timeouts. They got 3 men on the side. That's what they're going to do.
They'll go
Kramer's
deep to the far side. Oh, it is a lateral. 5 seconds, 6, and out of bounds. They are at the 46-yard line of Cleveland. They have 5 seconds. And what about that from Bud Grant? They call him Mount Rushmore. 39 yards.
The old flea flicker pass is what it was, throwing it and lateraling it back to the trailing back, and it worked that time 10th round. Number 23 taking it down. They've got another shot, Charlie. Now they're going to throw that ball up in the air and hope for a miracle, either a catch or a defensive penalty.
Art Modell is worried, and you can see why. 5 seconds to go. A 20-yard pass, sideline, 15-yard pass, stops the clock with 1 second to go. Field goal would win it.
Up in the air.
Going deep.
They're hoping.
Tip, caught, touchdown. You're kidding. The Vikings, they win it. Time is run out. Minnesota, they are the champions. Ahmad Rashād. Everybody in the booth is saying they win the title. I've already told you, they win the title. For the 11th time, Bud Grant wins the Central Division.
I said a miracle, and that's what they got that time. 3 receivers on the same side. Kramer just threw that ball as long and as far, as high as he possibly could. And the man who's been doing it all day long, Ahmad Rashād. Second touchdown. This one wins it for the Minnesota Vikings and wins the Central Division.
Absolute bedlam. Kramer throws for a total of 456 yards. Now we still have the extra point. It is academic. The officials have put the ball at the 2-yard line. I think the Browns have, almost all of them have gone in. Ahmad Rashād. Unbelievable.
What was that, his 10th or 11th reception for the ball game?
We'll give you Rashad's individual total.
Here it is. This is the miracle play right here. Kramer going back. He has 3 receivers on the same side. It's high. It's far. It's going to be knocked around down there. Here, right here. The Cleveland Browns grabs it. Rashād with one arm grabs it. Oh, and goes in. Number 28, Ron Bolt, the defensive back of Cleveland, was also there.
receptions, 142 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Good blocking by the offensive line of Minnesota. Up and deep. Here they are, about 7 people around there. First shot, I think, was by Tom Dart. Number 27 had a shot at the ball. Pops up in the air, and this man, Ahmad Rashād, came up with the touchdown. I think we're a lot more excited about it than he is, Charlie. Walking around like another day at the beach.
Oh, boy. Cleveland now has 11 men back out. That's all. Everybody else is in the locker room. This is the extra point attempt. It is blocked. It is blocked by Henry Bradley. It really doesn't make any difference.
Let's go back to an interception by Bobby Bryant with a little over 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Cleveland leading by 8 points. Sipe threw the ball. It was intercepted, and I'm sure he's going to have nightmares about that situation because he threw it right in the stomach of Bobby Bryant. The big turnover. Minnesota went in to score a touchdown by Rashād. Now the miracle play. Rashād grabbing it one-handed with no timeouts remaining in the football game.
They are the champions in the playoffs. You've got the statistics on Kramer.
Kramer. All right. A little over 2 minutes remaining in the game. Cleveland had the ball. It looked like the Sipe wanted to throw a screen pass, but he's throwing it down deep. Intended for Reggie Rucker, number 33. Bobby Bryant stepped in. That was the big turning point in the ball game. That was the pass that should not have been thrown.
2 weeks in a row. Last week against Tampa Bay, the Vikings trailed 10-0 at halftime. Today against the Browns, they were trailing 13-0. The celebration for the Minnesota Vikings. An unbelievable comeback for the Minnesota Vikings. Cleveland led 23-9 with just over 7 minutes to go in the ball game. It looked like they had it wrapped up, but Christmas was a bit early.